right. We're gonna see. No, no, please. Connect. Yes. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. 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 Oh, yes. Yes. Okay. Success. All right. All right. All right. Okay. No, no, nope, 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 nope. We're gonna no. Wait, go back, go back, go back, go back. Turn. No, back. I'm gonna quit. Yes. Okay. Fuck. Wait. I mean frick. I mean frick. I said frick. I said frick. I said. Look. There we go. It's running. Load game. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, 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 okay. We did it. We did it. We did it. Okay. Okay. Following behind the group, my eyes drift idly over the pile of junk surrounding us until my gaze falls upon a serving bot, an older model by the looks of what I can see of it, laying half buried within a pile of rusted limbs, metal arms, legs, and torso thrown haphazardly into a pyramid. I step for I step towards it, its black eyes, one cracked right down on the middle, staring into mine, and its mouth opening and closing slowly like a dying goldfish. Now, just for a little earlier context, the reason I have not been streaming is because I'm grounded. So, I mean technically I'm still grounded, but I moved it. I found the code and I got it to work. I'm so freaking smart. Um, we've been having a few trial and error issues while we're making this work, but we got it. We got it. We got it. um, I stepped towards it, its black eye, one cracked right down the middle, staring into mine, and its mouth opening and closing slowly like a dying goldfish. Oh. Not the sneak increase tenfold. It like YouTube said no to looking at the chat. Wait, maybe if I join the live onto here. It like YouTube there said no to looking at the chat. Wait, maybe if I join the live onto here. It like YouTube there said no to looking at the chat. Wait, maybe we're gonna mute that. We're not gonna have that going on a loop. Okay, there we go. Let's see. We're gonna see if we can somehow... Yeah, live chat. Okay. We're gonna see how... No. Yeah, pop out the chat. Yes. Okay. We're gonna minus this. Unite, yeah. we can get rid of this. Okay. That needs to stay open. That can go. No. I'm the only one. Let's see. If we can... Or here. We could play it like this. Where we just shorten it out. It's gonna be messy looking. But it's working. Hold up. There we go. Boom! Now we can see both. Exactly. There we go. Boom. Though this is very small. That's my only problem with that, is that this becomes like super small now. I wonder if I can make this taller. Can I make... No. Make it taller, please. Here. Shh. Okay. No. Oh. Wait, hold up. History. Okay. Someone grabbed my arms and yanked me aside roughly, and I see immediately what they've saved me from impaling my foot on a piece of metal scrap laying half buried in the sand, its jagged edge poking up ominously through the dust. Be careful. Not the I'm shushing you guys, okay? You guys get shushed. Okay. Be careful. Drone gives me a hard look, like his face schooled it into an expression of pure annoyance. Okay, we're gonna don't shush me, immediately loses my voice. Chat, if you guys are too loud, if you're texting all too loudly, I can and will close you out. Nah. Make me small, bro. Make me tiny. I don't think it will let me make you any smaller. You guys are not allowed to be smaller than this. The kill. No, don't shut up. I like your comments. You're like the only one who comments. So Cauldron gives me a hard look on his face, schooled into expression of pure annoyance. Wait. I have idea. If I make you smaller. Okay. Then I take you. I start making this. I can widen this. So it's bigger. Shh. Block it off. We can take this. See, this can be an aesthetic pop-up windows. Yeah. Yeah, we're making it thick now. See? Thickness saves lives. Exactly. See, this can be an aesthetic where it's just two open windows. See, you guys are getting the aesthetic. And then now I can actually read the chat. $20.26 bingo card? No, he was. I read it. I read your bingo card. It was on there. You just didn't know it. Cauldron gives me a hard look. His face sculpted into an expression of pure annoyance. Look, I'm not giving the satisfaction of saying thank you to that man. I'm saying I knew it was there. I'm being salty. I don't like this man. Yanking my arm back from him, I brush myself off unceremoniously. I saw it. Sure you did, stowaway. I'm not a stowaway. You took me onto the ship. I am not a stowaway. You took me onto the ship. My lips part to argue back, but he's already turned and kept walking. I don't know why exactly, but he seems even more on edge on the ground than he did on the ship. I am not a stowaway. If I was brought onto the ship, I am a guest. Look, I am a guest, and I should be treated as such because I am literally a king. Treat me like royalty. I was about to curse. You see? No, I'm technically a guest because I was brought onto the ship. It wasn't my permission to be on here. I'm a guest. Treat me like royalty, bro. That's how I should be treated. Hashtag respect. No, I'm not everyone else's stowaway. I am a guest, okay? His stowaway, but not everyone else's. I don't know why exactly, but he's okay, yeah. I get the impression he's not too fond of the planet. No shit. You know what? Honestly, I think this place I think this place might look like how I imagined like maybe even more like instead of rock it's like metal, but like and it's like more box shape instead of round. But this is how I imagine Obsidian's place is kind of like. Anyway, I can't stop myself from excuse me, scowling at his back as we walk along the clouds of dust growing thicker around us the further we get. June told me I should stay close to someone while we're here, and after hearing about the planet, I agree with him. I'd feel more comfortable if that someone was. You know who I'm gonna choose. My queen, my goddess. I fall into a step behind a medic who gives me an uneasy smile and moves a little closer. I've never been a big fan of this planet, but I'm glad you're here with us, Boo. I smile at her, letting her link an arm through mine as we walk. I'm glad I'm here too. We don't have to walk much further until we're greeted by a skilled lizard-like being who smiles and spreads their arms wide to welcome us. I break away from the group a little to get a better look at our host. Seems you already know who this is. Welcome, my friends. Oppo is very, very happy to see you again. Cauldron steps forward first, a rumble of impatience hanging thick in his words. Skip the pleasantries, Oppo. We're here on business. Oppo drops their arms, surveying Cauldron with an almost fearful look. I don't blame them, really. The captain is an intimidating man. Okay, be nice, bro. You enter their planet. You no wonder he's treating me like this. This is how he treats when he's the guest. Bro comes onto this planet, into this new place, and with people he barely knows or something, or maybe does know, and then looks at the first person he goes and goes, I'm gonna be an asshole. I'm gonna be the utmost unrespectful. He's like, oh, welcome, friends. And you're like, no. Bro, at least give bro a half five. At least a half five. Bro deserves a half five. Exactly. Well, even if you know each other, like, I'm not gonna go into somebody else's home and then just go, fuck you, Tyrone, or something. I don't know. He gets down to business, but it don't matter, bro. Be respectful. Give people the respect they deserve. Hashtag respect. No, you can quote me on that. Give respect when respect is deserved. Don't be like the captain. Give people respect. Because he's literally being rude to everyone, bro. He's being rude. What did Tyrone do? He doing it right now. What do you mean? What did he do? He's throwing shade. Yes, of course. Do you have the parts? Right over here, Captain. Cauldron strolls over to the pile of metal. Oppo indicates towards with Damien in two, while Aya steps forward to give Oppo a much friendlier greeting. How have things been here, Op? See, she gets it. She gets it. Don't be like Tyrone. Yeah, no, don't be like him, bro. Everyone be more like Aya. Be more like Aya. She smiles up at the lizard, who towers over her and makes a non-committal kind of sound. Bad, very bad, since Committee took over power. Oppo barely gets enough water to keep the club running. Now they have control over. Now that they have control over the council. Who? What? When did I say Cauldron? I never said that. I was saying be more like her. Be more like her. Be more like Aya. Who is Tyrone? You spelled Tyrone right here. The Tyrones. I don't. I don't know. You made them up, I guess. I don't know, bro. I'm just. You know what? We all throwing shade at Tyrone. Oh, wait, no. I do know who Tyrone is. It was from the scenario where I was like, fuck you, Tyrone. No, I know who Tyrone is. I know who Tyrone is. Why is he getting shade? We don't know. You know? No, I don't actually know a Tyrone. He is just a fictional person that I have made up in my brain to put in the scenario of showing how the captain sheds his disrespect to people like Tyrone when it's not deserved. So everybody say hi Tyrone or fuck you Tyrone. I don't care. He's not real. Every oasis on this planet is under their order. Aya's eyebrow dips, her expression shifting into one of pure horror. Tyrone, what's up? Now, we're all gonna unanimously kick Tyrone in the balls. I don't know. Because we beat the captain today, so we're gonna beat him up. Gonna end his lineage. Okay, I'm done. Sovak gave his clan control of the Council of Embers. Yes, the older councilors executed many of the arena fighters have been taken from the planet made to serve the king's army. Oh. You know what? We're gonna make it worse for Tyrone. We're gonna say his wife left him, and then he didn't, because he was so sad, he didn't pay his bills or his mortgage or anything, and so now he lives on the street. What do you mean okay, maybe to Tyrone. Tyrone, it might be undeserved, but Damien is not undeserved. Damien deserves the heat. I am Damienist. Alpa Freer's bad things are coming to all planets. He tried, but people just kept asking for feet pics. She's not changing much. You know what? For Damien, since he doesn't want a wife, I'm gonna give him a wife. He doesn't want love, I'm gonna give him one. we're how we hurt him is by giving. We're gonna give Damien, we're gonna give Damien all the love and care he deserves, right? We're gonna make him feel loved and cared for, just so we can rip it from his soul, and so he gets to start feeling that pain when that love and care is gone. We're gonna show him love. We're gonna show him love, care, and support. We are gonna give him money, a stable financial life. We're gonna give him a wife, maybe kids. We're gonna or a husband. I don't know. He might be gay. And then like we're gonna give him everything. We're gonna give him a perfect, happy, wholesome life. The perfect life that he has always wanted, just so we can take that all away from him. And then he gets to start feeling that pain. He's gonna get used to a love, just so we can take it away. June frowns, and I can't help but notice Oppo shy away a little, having only just noticed he was there. I fear you might be right, Oppo. The Council of Embers? I ask Bash, who is standing beside me, and he whispers back at his answer. The Council of Embers are Terramium's government. Every planet has one. The Council of Eons on Tellarium, the Council of Iron of Crusade, and the Council of Essence on Orion. There was also the Council of Pearl, but Cletopion was destroyed. All of them answered to the Council of Glorious, who in turn answers to and advises the monarch. The monarch Zovak? Bash makes a face, and I wonder if it was the wrong thing for me to say. Most people would argue against his claim. The monarch has always been passed down through the royal Pegasi family, but since its creation, Zovak fought his way to the throne and took it by force. He's a ruthless man, and his clan, the Mcmari, are just as bad. While June and Aya carry on their conversation in hushed tones, I feel a hand on my back as Bash steers me toward Oppo, hailing them with a wave of his bionic hand. Oppo, I want you to meet Boo. The Arachnids... Oh my gosh. The Arachons... A-R-C-N-O-S. Arcanos. The Arcanos look me over their beady eyes blinking rapidly and their forked tongue darting out from behind pointed teeth. Is this the creature you based Sori off of? Mr. Bash has brought... Mr. Bash has brought Oppo on this slave, yes? Oppo, no, this is our new friend. Chat, I'm being sold. I told you I was being trafficked. Chat, I knew it. I knew I knew I was being trafficked. Bro. Also, Ash, this is something. No, I'm being sold. No, guys, chat. I'm trying to be quiet, but like, I told you, I told you from the very start. I told you from the very start, didn't I, that I was going to be sold. I'm going to be sold to this man. Look. Oh, employee. Yeah, we're gonna be his employee that doesn't get paid, who barely gets food or water, and has to work in the farms. We're gonna work. Yeah, just a free employee, free worker. Just. Chat. Look, I'm gonna. No. Yeah, you're right. I'm just a free worker, you know? Just... And they're not slaves, they're employees. Yeah, an employee that works for free. So yeah, I wonder if this is... I wonder if that's how people would call their slaves back in the day. They're just our employees. They're just our employees. They're just they're not slaves, they're just our employees that work for free, and we barely give them any food, that are locked in a cell in a room, and they can't leave whenever they want. They don't get freedom on us, and they don't have a choice in the matter. We have to take them everywhere. They're just our employees, chat. Chat, I'm saying this. No, but to be fair, I am basically their slave, because he might be calling me an employee, but I can't leave the room whenever I want. I only get fed when they choose to let me eat food. I'm constantly being threatened by different people, of physical harm by different people on this freaking ship. And then I'm eventually gonna be dropped off or abandoned. So, yeah, I'm just... Yeah, we get fed, but not whenever I choose. I can't leave to go get myself fed. Nobody asked me to do anything. That is true. Probably because I'm most of the time being forced to be locked into my room. I do not have a choice to leave that said room. I don't think, I don't, I don't think that I don't think that I am an employee. If anything, I'm a prisoner. Nuh-uh. No, I can't. The captain keeps forcing me back in and like literally the door was locked. Like no. Okay, they have. That is true. They have left their room twice, but they also have the option to lock me in. So technically, in theory, I don't have the choice. It's more of a choice between them. I'll have to look back. No, bro, bro said what I said. Yes, employees. That's what Oppo said. See, he gonna force me to do labor for free and call me his employee. No, bro. What? What do you mean you're becoming a spaghetti? Where do you wanna go from? Wait, I just read them before. Okay, but I do not have the choice. Like what I mean is like technically they get to lock me into a room and they can choose to just keep me in there and to not feed me. Technically, I do not have said choice there. I just have the illusion of choice. Make me into this. Bash shakes his head and then leans in closer to whisper to me. I do not give Oppo slaves, just so we're clear. I do not believe a word you say, Bash. Nuh-uh. You're trying to sell me off. Not in the vacuum of space. Look, bro. See, he gonna sell me off. He tried to gain my trust so he can sell me off later. This is just feeding into my human trafficking theory. An ungraceful snort escapes me. Crystal. I feel a nudge on my arm, and then I turn to Oppo. Oppo is beside me, teeth bared in a pointed smile. You would come and work for Oppo, yes? Better than slumming it with the Astromir crew? Sir, I know. I feel like you're going to sell me off in the black market. Sir, you were just talking about slaves. I kind of don't want to be a slave. Look, sir, look, I don't think I want to work with you, sir. No, yeah, no, I think this man would sell me on the black market. Look at him. He's gonna sell me on the black market. Yeah, I'm gonna join his crew, and then he's going to sell my pinky toes. My pinky toes are gonna be sold off, and then my liver, and then my heart. He's going to steal my heart away, literally. Yeah, and that stuff that he's selling within the black market for him is me. Why is this the pinky? Look. Because people like pinky toes. Chat, you can't call me Twinkle Toes if I have no toes. He's gonna steal my toes. It's Adroma. Oh my gosh. Andromeda. Oh my gosh. It's Andromeda, Oppo. How many times have we been over this? Tinkle Toes? Look, I've given up. I'm not gonna try with that name. Oppo blinks at Bash once and then twice, ignoring him completely, and they turn back to me. A spot just opened up in Opa's club. Very popular tourist destination. Opa will give you a good price. No need to worry. Back off, Oppo. This one's with us. What? I thought you were gonna drop me off. I thought you said you were gonna drop me off and that you don't care. So you're gonna try to sabotage my jobs too? You said you were gonna drop me off on this island and leave me stranded there. What, you gonna sabotage my work, my possible work place? Like, look, he said he would give me a fair price. Maybe he might sell a toe or two for it, but at least he's gonna give me some money. If I'm going to be dropped off and abandoned here, you cannot be sabotaging my career. I can speak for myself, little man. I say as he's probably like 6 foot and taller than me. And I'm like, little man, you listen here. That would be fun though. Actually, that would be fun if I just watched both of them just try to jump. we just. I would want to watch that. Cauldron shoulders his way past the acorns, standing between us and blocking me from Oppo's beady eyes. I can't see Oppo's reaction, but I hear their reply come from Cauldron's other side. Yes, Captain, at once. How much for the parts? 2,000 credits. 2,000. Cauldron leans in and says something to Oppo in a harsh whisper I don't understand. I realize after a moment that he's spoken another language entirely. For you, Oppo will take 400. And Oppo's junkers will install the parts for you free of charge. Cauldron leans back and crosses his arms over his chest, looking awfully pleased with himself. You go to the club while you wait? Show your new friend our hospitality here is in Las Vegas. No chance. I'm staying with the ship. What? No, you don't want me to try to find new career options, sir? Because I don't. She's the shorty. Look at this height difference. Okay, I'm sorry. But like, oh my gosh, like what you come on, party pooper. The ship is in good hands, isn't it? Ope? Yeah. See, let me see let me see the career I might possibly be needing to go into because you're gonna drop me off of the ship. You know what? Can I just kick him in the balls? Let me just kick him in the balls. I learned in self-defense class that if you're facing off with a man, the best place to kick him is in the balls. Well, I also learned many other tools before I can ever get to that. But like, if you're in like there's no other way out kind of situation, most of the time it's kick him in the balls, or apparently also just grab him in the balls and yank it. You know what? We're finished with this conversation. We're done. Yes, Oppo will take good care of it. And actually, I don't think he will. Look, he's evil. He is an evil little man. I love him, but he's an evil little man. Cauldron looks unconvinced, though he heaves a sigh despite his hesitation, and Arya gave him an excited clap on the back before she turns to me. We're going to have so much fun. The streets of Las Vegas are a minefield of neon lights, tiny shop fronts and stalls, and all manner of creatures roaming the city. It doesn't take us long to reach our destination, stopping outside a large, odd-shaped building with a fluorescent sign on the front reading The Ark. The bar we entered is crowded, overflowing with humans, Klatophians, Arkans, and some species I've never seen before. The crowd in here is so diverse, so colorful and unique that I can't help but let my eyes wander. A small group of Arkans hide away in the corner and to the back, low hisses and chirps, the only thing to be heard among their heated discussion. Waiters hurry through the crowd dressed in tight, dark outfits. Most look human with varying degrees of bionic alterations, cybernetic limbs, cybernetic enhancements. Some of them even look more animal than human. A couple of Klatophians stand out among the crowd, their grills shimmering brightly with some sort of pearlescent substance. I'm not sure I can see myself sprouting glitter on my gills, but it's definitely a statement to look. It doesn't take long to realize there are no Telarians, and I wonder why that is. This feels like some place someone would come to escape, to disappear in a crowd, lose yourself for the night, or even forever. I wonder if the crew feels the same, if there are things, places, people that they too would wish to escape. No, I'm not trying the drink. I had to think for a moment what drink you were talking about. No, I am not trying that drink, bro. The Ark is most definitely a world of its own, and I wonder how deeply it would drag me down the rabbit hole if I let it. I don't like it, love it. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Okay, so let me put myself in a situation. I don't have any memories. This place, the new place. I feel and then I heard that this place is dangerous. This place is not safe. And then I'm like so nervous that I feel like I have to hide near someone. I would no. It's either I don't like it or I'm not sure how I feel about it. I would say I don't like it. It's too much. The colors, the crowd, the noise. Now, if it was... Oh, hi, Broccoli. Hi. Hello, Broccoli. Yeah, no, you're not coming back out again. That was a told of... Okay, now, to get this in the mindset of different characters. Now, the character that I've been playing so far, what I've experienced and what I've learned so far, I feel like they wouldn't like the place and the situation. Now, if it... And, like, also from a me personally experience kind of thing. Now, Barkley, no, I'm not letting you out. Now, if this was Aquarius, she would be like, ooh, bunch of new things I can touch. And then, yeah, people would have to watch her. But, now, if this was another character, they would be like, I'm not really sure, like, yeah. If it was one of my other characters, maybe like Willow or something, she would be more like, I'm not sure if I like this or not. It's too much. The colors, the crowd, the noise. I find myself thinking I'd rather be back on the ship. And even that in of itself is a curious thing. I've barely been with the crew a week, and while A6 certainly isn't home. It's the only familiar thing I have. Barkley? What the frick? My eyes start to Ryan, who seems almost as uncomfortable as me. I wonder if she'd accompany me back to the ship if I asked. I certainly don't think she'd be opposed to it. I stopped myself right before my feet moved toward her, the question poised on my tongue. If I stay near her, I'm sure we can get through this night together. More than a few eyes watch as we enter, sizing up the newest patrons of the club. Most seem to know the crew, and while some are friendly, offering greetings or simple the nod. Simple the nod. Okay. Grammar. Okay, sorry. Nod of their head. Others are not so much. The crew doesn't seem to mind the odd, unfriendly glare they receive, either ignoring it completely or in some cases giving it back just as rough. Barkley, I'm not letting you out. When somebody brings you into this room, that's usually I'm trying to get rid of you because you annoying as fuck. This is I want to get rid of you zone, and you have been gotten rid of. So you are staying in here. You are locked away. You are a prisoner of me now. I am your warden. Okay. Anyway. Don't wander too far. Why are both of them glaring at me? Why are they both glaring at me? Eh? Barkley, please. Barkley, stop. Honestly, if he keeps scratching at the door, I can't stream because keep having to worry about the noise. Okay. Don't wander too far. It's safe enough in the club, but don't leave this place on your own. Cauldron gives me a hard look before he heads towards the bar, and I resist the urge to roll my eyes at him. Damien grins at me knowingly, nudging past me to join the captain. Well, we'll meet back here in a couple of hours. Maya flashes. Oh! Barkley! Oh my gosh! Bro, jump scared me. Oh my god. Barkley, you can't do that. Okay, I was just reading, and then from the corner of my eye, on the corner of my eye, he just jumps. And I'm just... He does want the cuddles. What's up, man? Okay, fine. Barkley, come here. Come on. Who's my baby? You fluffy baby. You fluffy dog. You fluffy annoying boy. Oh, you a fat dog. You a fat boy. Okay, anyway. Okay, fuck, you gotta let me read. You can't be on my laptop, man. So many people are trying. Oh my gosh, I think I might need to have to stream another time. I'm gonna. Barkley, stay. You gonna stay? look. Okay, but he is a fluffy, annoying baby boy. He's just a fat dog. You a little fat baby. Yeah, you a fat dog. Can you stop being annoying? Can you stop being a bad boy? Can you stop being a nuisance? Yeah? Stop being a nuisance? Stop being annoying? Yeah? Okay. I love you. Okay. Um, Aya flashes a smile, skipping towards a certain Barkley. Stop. Certain. Oh my gosh. Curtain near the back of the room. When she pushes it to the side, I get a glimpse of a stage so long it almost looks like a catwalk. June lets out a weary sigh from beside me before striding off to catch up to the pilot. Barkley, stop. I told you not to be annoying, and then you go and decide to rip up rubbish. How did you even find that? No, you are not gonna huff at me. Barkley is 4 years old, technically in his 20s in dog years. Alexa, how old is 4 in dog years?
4 human years is about 29 dog years. That's the typical conversion used for dogs.
Okay, yeah, he's 29 years old. That is a 29-year-old man.
Exactly. That's basically a full-grown adult in dog years. Your pup has reached peak maturity and probably thinks they know everything about the world.
I I didn't expect for it to respond to me. That scared me. Girl, you are a robot. You are a robot. Learn your place. You do not get to respond to me as a human. You do not get to respond to me like you're a person. You are a robot. Learn your place. Do not respond to me after I asked your question. I'm sorry. That's me. I'm sorry. You were a broken. Exactly. You are. Time to get your dumb dog who bothers me. Bro, he's already here. He's already inside my room. He's already inside. My dad texted me, time to get your dumb dog who bothers me. He's already here. Look, wait, actually, this is the extent of my dad's text. It is, can you take Barkley for a walk so he can go potty? Can you get a Barkley? Can you get Barkley? Can you get at the dog? Can you get the dog? C, can you get the dog? Don't talk to the Uber driver. Too late, he talked to me. You're being loud. Can you get your dog? Can you get your dog? Can you get your dog? Yep. Can you get my stupid annoying dog? Can you get the dog? The garage door is open. Close it. I'm on the road. Get you dog? Can you get your dog? Can you get your dog? Can you get at your dog time? Can you get at you dog? Can you get your dog? Get Barkley now. Can you get Barkley? What happened to doing the crockpot meal? Can you get your dog? Can you get Barkley? He is barking in the back. I got him. Time to get your dumb dog who bothers me. And all of these are on different days. This is the extent of just our text. We don't have a conversation. It's just, can you get Barkley? Can you get a dog? Can you... Time to get your dumb dog. um No, he for real he is. Like if I scroll high enough, if I scroll enough away enough from all the can you get your dogs, um the most conversation we had is, Dad, sorry, can you put money in my account for lunch? Yes. Yep, apparently I'm in the negatives. Thank you. And then a random 13th through the 17th. That's it. No, even I don't even get context. What's the 13th through the 17th? It's just first ever message was, can you get your dog? Barkley, no, you have to stay in the room. We just went over how many times. June lets out a weary sigh beside me before striding off to catch up to the pilot. Don't get in too much trouble. Bash grins and I watch as he heads to a separate room off to the side of the building. Ryan's hot on his heels. I feel a pang of sadness of Ryan's having to spend time in a place she clearly has no love for. I can only hope she finds some way to keep herself entertained. Gotta log in. I feel I peek through the door a little before the curtains float back to its place after them, catching a glimpse of a felt-lined table and plastic chips of different colors. Deciding I'd like to learn more about the crew and my future with it, I push my way through the crowd and find myself at the bar. I'ma break up their relationship. Break them up. Break them up. Oh, it's you. Get out of here. Get away. Get away. Get away. Here's Barkley. Barkley. Be so for real. Are you going to make me end stream because you can't be quiet? What? You can't wink at me. Why are you winking at me? Here's our little stowaway. Damien grins at me, wide and wolfish, leaning sideways against the bar. What'll it be, newbie? Cocktail, don't forget the umbrella. Look, I've never I've never tried alcohol, so I don't. I've never drunken alcohol. What do you guys recommend? No, I'm not having whatever he's. No! I'm not drinking whatever he's having. It's disgusting. Barkley? What? Don't. What? Why are you looking at like? Why do? Why are you side-eyeing me, Barkley? Why are you looking like you did something mischievous? Why are you looking sad? Stop being sad. You're not allowed to be sad, okay? Okay? No sadness. No sadness. Mwah. You're not allowed to be sad. Mwah. Barkley, which one should I have? Should I have just water? Should I have. Oh, okay. He keeps sniffing the cocktail one. Okay. So I'm gonna choose that one. Um. Damien chuckles at. Oh. My phone vibrating for no reason. Okay. Damien chuckles at the. Barkley. Okay. Chuckles at the request before signaling to the bartender, ordering our drinks, and then mumbling to himself. Why am I not surprised? Oh, let me kick you in the balls. Don't you two have anywhere else to go? Oh, I'm sorry, Commander. Are we disturbing you at your bar stool of solitude? Don't call me that. Damien grins, and immediately I know he's hit Cauldron exactly where he wants to. But it's such a good title. Cauldron tenses shoulders tight as Damien turns to me. You see, our dear captain here was a commander in Ursania's guard. I'm getting, I'm just realizing a lot of parallels to the story me and you make, you know? Or Sana's guard? To my surprise, Cauldron is the one who answers. their law here in the system, their base is unglorious. Coughs violently. Something about the way he says this intrigues me. There's a kind of loathing in his eyes, a bitter disdain. Why did you leave? I didn't have a choice. I want to ask more, but he doesn't seem to want to talk about it. I try a different question instead. Did you know the royal family? Not really. I was stationed in the city, on district mostly. That's where they hide the street rats of Saltiev. Yeah. Stick 'em in factories and work 'em till they bleed. Cauldron gives Damien a look through a ladder, only shrugs and takes a long drink from his glass. What? I can't give the newbie a little background on the planet we snatched him from? Cauldron makes an unimpressed sound, a kind of growl in the back of his throat, and Damien turns back to me, arms folded over his chest. Let's see if we can hotwire that brain of yours with a bit of info, shall we? Salta V has 3 districts. Home of luxury items, jewels, high-end tech, and fashion counters. Think of all the pompous, hoity-toity assholes you've ever met, and chances are that's where they're from. I resist the urge to glance at Cauldron, and I think Damien noticed by the knowing glint in his eyes. Silver technology and trade, all transport to and from capital goes through this district, and is closely monitored by the guard. In bronze factories, powerful plants, and steelworks, and dregs of Glorious, and where they assign only the fiercest of the guards. Damien shook a quick look at Cauldron before whispering to me, "In my opinion, I think that's where they station the soldiers they want to punish." His lips quirk, and Owen follows suit. Cauldron appears to be pretending not to have heard him. All citizens of the capital work and live in these districts for the glory of Glorious, as they say. Bunch of bullshit, if you ask me. He raises an eyebrow, scanning my face for something only he knows. Oh, baby. You okay? Does any of this strike a chord with you? I shake my head, and none of it sounds familiar. Maybe I'm not from Glorious after all. God forbid you end up being from Cursa. My planet breeds warriors, I'll have you know. Oh yeah? What happened to you then? Damien grins wolfishly, his steady... Oh my gosh, Barkley! His steady gaze sizing up the captain in a way that has him narrowing his eyes into a thin silts of blue. Come closer and I'll tell you. Okay, that's it. Okay, so we might have to end this here. I love we might have to end it here because Barkley won't freaking stop scratching at the door. And so yeah, we're gonna end it. Who is this lady? Who is this woman? Has she always been over here? Who is this man? Okay. Barkley, he's quiet. Hey, nope, don't start barking. Okay, yeah, he's barking now. We gotta go.